Les interviews du doc, c'est maintenant sur Vinyl Time.
Les amis, c'est un grand plaisir. Alors, cette semaine, on fait vraiment dans les très grands et bons groupes. On a eu Carl Kennedy des Rhodes qui est venu nous dire bonjour. Et puis, il fallait absolument que je discute avec Geoff de Vicious Rumor. Donc, je me suis dit, je vais faire un petit mail et puis je vais inviter Geoff Thorpe, le guitariste de Vicious Rumor, pour venir nous parler de ce nouvel album, The Devil Asylum, qui est disponible depuis le 29 août via Steamhammer SPV. Et puis Geoff, il m'a dit, oui, j'arrive. Donc, il est là. Geoff, thank you so much for accepting my invitation. It's a great pleasure to speak about music, about heavy metal, about long life, long run, and so on. So first of all, congratulations for the new one, The Devil's Asylum, who is coming 5 years after this last one. But what a big one. Congratulations. What is your feeling couple of days after this Devil Asylum is now sharing with a lot of people, and a lot of fans discover everything, include me.
Thank you so much, Oliver. Really appreciate you so much. And it's an exciting time for Vicious Rumors. The way this album came together, the way that this new lineup came together, everything was just so smooth and full of excitement. And we've got a great chemistry within the band right now. And so we just couldn't be, I had a little accident at the last show in Europe, and that's the only thing that kind of, is slowing us down just a little bit right now. But, but even with this injury that I had and breaking my shoulder, it's an exciting time in Vicious Rumors. Yeah. We're so proud of the album and just honored to get the response we've gotten so far. We're getting into a lot of charts right now, all across the world. Yeah. And it's just a great time for heavy metal for us, and an honor. 46 years of heavy metal. And man, we can't wait till the Devil's Asylum World Tour, which is coming next year.
Voilà, vous l'avez compris, les amis. Alors, je demandais tout simplement à Geoff comment il était après la sortie de cet album. Voilà, c'est un super album. Je vous le recommande. Comme il le dit, il y a une belle ambiance dans le groupe. Ils ont tourné beaucoup. Alors, même si effectivement, là, vous le voyez pas à l'antenne, mais il est un peu, il est tombé, il s'est blessé à l'épaule et il a dû se faire opérer. Et là, ça va mieux. Mais effectivement, il y a une grande bonne ambiance dans le groupe. On va en parler. Et puis, effectivement, on a hâte de les revoir sur scène en 2026. Je pense que ça va vite arriver. Maybe we have to, when I listen to this new record, Geoff, maybe I'm thinking two different things. So first of all, we have some newcomer, and we have to speak in a couple of minutes about the newcomer. But in meantime, I discover a real chemistry, a real bands playing with no stress, with playing with what is expected today by a lot of fans of Vicious Rumor. And in meantime, I see that on stage and outside stage, you are like a band of friends with starting like a new band or something like that, like a fresh band. And like you said, you are here since 46 years, but it looks like a young, fresh band and kicking a lot of ass. So I think it's great for you and for Larry, of course, to continue years after years, this feeling, this music, the energy inside Vicious Rumor with some newcomer. Put some new approach and new stuff and so on with the same view. The view is to play some good songs, some heavy metal songs from and for the band, and of course for the fans. So what is your feeling about this approach of this record? Because I know that you turn a lot, so you have identified a new guitar player and a new singer and so on. But it's sometimes so difficult to stay here after so many years and provide a lot of stuff. I think you are very proud about this chemistry between everybody on the band and what is Vicious Rumor in 2025.
Absolutely. I mean, after so many years of doing this, the chemistry, and really, I think with any band, in a successful time or not, the chemistry is the most important thing in a band. A band doesn't even have to be virtuoso musicians or something, but if there's a special chemistry between the people, that's what makes the magic. And right now, I would say that Larry and I would agree that this is like the best it's felt in Vicious Rumors, maybe ever. I mean, just because all five of us are really we enjoy spending time together. We enjoy being on the road together. And we loved making this record. And I like the way that you said, it feels like you guys are a new band just coming out on the scene with like a new young band. And I love to hear that, because in a way it feels that way, because we really, that's the kind of excitement we have going right now behind it. So I'm so pleased, and it's important to me to if I'm going to spend this much time, in tight quarters together, and we're going to go, it's five guys taking on the world. I want it to be five guys that care about each other and look out, five guys that have each other's back. And that's what we have right now. And, Larry and I, of course, the longtime veterans of the band. Robin Utbult on bass has been with us now, going on 7 years. Yeah. And so that's sort of like that nucleus was already very tight between Larry, Robin, and I. And now having Chalice and Denver Cooper is just really been a great completion to Vicious Rumors in 2025. And the Devil's Asylum, I think you can just hear the chemistry comes pouring out of that record.
Ah, voilà, comme on le dit, il y a une vraie bonne ambiance dans cet album, parce que quand on l'écoute, on sent vraiment qu'il y a des bons titres. Et comme le dit Geoff, ils sont là, et il aime bien l'idée du jeune groupe qui arrive avec plein d'énergie. Geoff, Larry et Robin, ils sont ensemble depuis un long moment maintenant. Ils ont l'habitude de travailler ensemble. Et le fait d'avoir recruté Chalice au chant et Denver Cooper a amené dans le groupe une très bonne ambiance. On le sent sur l'album qu'il y a quelque chose de fort. Et puis le fait de tourner tous ensemble, d'être sur la même longueur d'onde, ça change de ce qu'ils ont pu avoir avant. Et ils ont vraiment apprécié effectivement de travailler ensemble. Maybe Geoff, maybe not only 2 words, but maybe a couple of words regarding Chalice and Denver, because for Chalice, he's really impressed that it's coming back to you just to call you, oh, if you want a singer, maybe I can sing a lot of songs and so on. And you have, when you search something a little bit new, you have a lot of people coming from everywhere say, yeah, I would like to sing some songs, I would like to be in band, and so on and so on. But at least one of the most important part, it's when Chalice provide you a file, a video without any music, only the voice of Chalice, and you said, wow, this is the guys for Vicious Rumor. Can you speak a little bit about this approach to have this new band member singing a lot of new songs and singing very good new songs with when you have to select a new singer, because sometimes it's the singer, it's sometimes so important on the band that I'm pretty sure that was so difficult to say yes, but this one have a good voice and we hear everything when he's singing and so on. So what is your feeling when you see this video and said, wow, I have to take these guys?
Absolutely. It was such a cool thing. It was about 6 months before I was even, looking for a singer. I just get a call from this rock star, and very, Chalice is a very humble person, man. He's a very nice, he's a very courteous person. He's got a great heavy metal attitude and everything, but he's just a very nice, easygoing guy to talk to. He called me up out of the blue, and he's like, Geoff, I just want to tell you, man, I love Vicious Rumors, and if you ever need a singer, keep me in mind. I'd love to work with you guys. And I was just like, what? I'm like, this is a great phone call. I just was like, this is so cool. I enjoyed talking with him. That very first phone call, we had a really nice conversation. And then, from that point on, he was kind of on my radar already, and then 6 months later, sure enough, we needed a singer, and we narrowed it down to about 14 people all over the world, from the US, Canada, all over Europe, even a great singer in South America, Lobo Kendall, this guy that, we were looking at amazing singers. And we narrowed from the 14, we narrowed it down to 4 people, and Chalice was in the final 4. And I already liked him from the phone call, of course, but as you mentioned, it was when he sent us a video of him singing a cappella, no music, no PA, just him singing in a room just like you and I are sitting here now. And we could just hear every nuance of his and emotion of his voice, and it was such a good video. And we were so taken back by that. We didn't ask anybody to do that. He just did it on his own. And and we just felt like this is the guy who's really wants the gig the most. Like, he's not just looking for a job. He wants to be in a band that he loves and wants to be in. And like I said, at this stage of the game, that's what's really important for me. Like, people that want to work hard, want to play hard, and people are in this to win it all the way. And, those are that's the kind of talent we want to be around. And so we were blown away by his performance. And when he sent in that video, that's what got him the gig.
Voilà, alors on parlait effectivement du nouveau chanteur qui s'appelle Chalice, de son vrai nom Brian Betterton, qui est le chanteur le nouveau chanteur d'Vicious Rumors. Et puis, comme le disait Geoff, il cherchait un chanteur depuis un moment, donc ils ont reçu, vous l'avez compris, plein de démos de gens qui voulaient jouer qui voulaient chanter pour Vicious Rumors. Et un de ceux-là était donc Chalice, qui avait appelé Geoff, qui a dit ouais, j'aimerais bien jouer et tout, mais bon, il avait capté qu'il y avait cette demande. Mais le vrai élément déclencheur, c'est quand Chalice a fait parvenir donc une vidéo a cappella, et là ils se sont dit waouh, il faut vraiment, c'est vraiment incroyable. On ne l'avait pas demandé aux autres groupes d'avoir. Et puis 6 mois après, voilà, Chalice est rentré dans le groupe, et ça donne aujourd'hui le chanteur de cette excellence The Devil Asylum. In meantime, you have a new guitar player coming with you. We call Denver Cooper, who is playing. You see Denver playing with an open act a couple of months, years ago, before we joining Vicious Rumors. So it's a great one, and it's look like a perfect one for you. And you play like maybe I would like to say some guys who are like a little bit Glenn Tinton, AKK Downing. It's look like a good chemistry between both, like we have on Judas Priest.
Oh man, yeah, I love having Denver in the band. We met Denver in 2023 when his band NZM came out and did like 5 shows with us in Texas. And it was funny, man, because it was like, it must have been about 100 degrees that day. I think the first show in Dallas, Texas. And I come out to just, say hello to the guys. I knew they were just joining the tour. And I see this guy, in his long black trench coat with all his cool chains, and just his hair's kind of messed up and his sunglasses on and stuff. And I'm just like, man, this guy looks so cool. I'm like, who is this guy? And then, of course, that night, as soon as I heard him play, I was like, oh my God, what a great guitar player. And so we had a chance to get a little bit different with Denver. We got a chance to know each other over those 5 days. And we made a friendship sort of right away. And I stayed in touch with him. And the the moment I needed a guitar player, he was just came to mind instantly. He was the first guy I contacted. I probably was without a guitar player for about 8 minutes. I mean, literally, like I needed a guitar player. I called Denver Cooper. We had this incredible conversation. I offered him the job, and he accepted. And that was it. And I already liked him. I already knew what a great guitarist he was. So there was no audition for him or anything. It was no audition. He just accepted the gig, and he's been absolutely great to work with. And he really sent when he went in, when Chalice and Denver joined the band, the first thing they had to do was like go in the studio and make this record. I mean, it was crazy. We rolled the dice on each other. We didn't, we got to know these guys by, making the record. Of course, I knew Denver a little bit more already, but and Denver sent in these incredible solos that you hear that he did on Devil's Asylum.
Yeah, yeah.
And man, all I did was just say thank you. Great, you are done. And I didn't ask him to redo anything. And actually, Robin Utbult also did that. Sent in these bass tracks. They were 100% fantastic. I did not have to ask him to do anything. Larry Howe knocked out 11 songs in 15 hours on the drums. I mean, so that's the kind of power, that's the kind of drive this record had. These guys just, I made a demo of the album, and they interpreted it their way. And I love what they did. I kept everything that Denver did and the other guys. And that turned, it went from my demo here to an album track up here.
Bah voilà, vous l'avez compris. Alors, on parlait du nouveau guitariste Denver Cooper. Alors là, ce que nous explique Geoff, c'était vraiment. On va parler de quand il est arrivé. Donc, il se connaissait depuis 2023 parce que Denver avait ouvert pour Vicious Remorse avec son groupe en première partie. Et puis, ils se connaissaient depuis un petit moment. Donc, quand ils recherchaient un nouveau guitariste. Donc, tout simplement, ça s'est fait. Et puis, comme ils le disent, le premier truc qui a été avec Chalice, c'était un peu plug and play. On va directement en studio, on a enregistré. Geoff avait un nombre d'idées. Voilà, et comme il le dit, ils sont partis avec les idées de Geoff. Ils ont monté le niveau des titres. Ils ont créé ces 11 titres. Et puis, comme il le dit, ça s'est super bien passé parce que Robin, à la basse, a joué ses morceaux tout de suite sans avoir à refaire. Denver, pareil. Larry Howe en 45 heures, il avait fait tout ce qu'il fallait faire en 45 minutes, c'était plié, on n'en parle plus. Voilà, c'était un bon moment et c'est pour ça que l'album est excellent. Maybe two questions before we ending, Geoff, because we have a slot today together. I enjoy maybe on this 11 song, of course, you like everything, but I like this In Blood We Trust and I like Dog of War because I think it's these two songs are one of my best songs on it. And when I listen Dog of War with this fantastic cover coming, I say, yeah, it would be very, very, very important to listen not only the music, but take a look on these lyrics because it's look like really around the war and something like that we are right now in 2025. That was what is this approach for this particular songs, Dog of War and In Blood We Trust, because I'm pretty sure this is Dog of War. It's look like one of huge heavy songs, and what a good moment that we have when we listen this to one.
Thank you so much. Yeah, Dogs of War is it's turned into kind of a hit song on the album. That one and Crack the Sky got a tremendous amount of views on YouTube in a really short amount of time. And yeah, Dogs of War really has, I think it really retained that classic Vicious Rumors feel.
Yeah.
With the twin guitars coming in throughout the song. And, we just live, Vicious Rumors has been writing war songs for, since the beginning, since the Soldiers of the Night.
Yeah.
And, I think there's no soldier who wants, you know, so some soldiers may be prepared to die, but nobody wants to die, and they fight anyway. And Dogs of War is sort of a tribute to every soldier that's ever fought in a war.
Ah, voilà, vous l'avez compris. Alors, il y a plein de bons titres sur cet album, hein, mais moi, j'en garde deux. Il y a le Dog of War et In Blood We Trust. Dog of War, voilà, comme le dit Jeff, c'est un titre sur les soldats qui partent à la guerre, qui sont pas là pour mourir, bien sûr, mais qui meurent. Donc, c'est un petit peu voilà, un titre posthume pour tous les gens qui sont morts. Et puis, effectivement, on a vraiment les guitares qui sont bien. In Blood We Trust, je vous le laisse le découvrir. C'est un très, très bon titre. Les amis, on est avec Geoff Thorpe. On est en train de parler de Vicious Rumors. On est en train de parler du nouvel album qui s'appelle The Devil Asylum. Geoff, one thing before we ending. You are since a long time right now on this music business and so on. And what is your feeling, your approach right now in 2025 around this business music and the young band who is coming behind you? Do you take some looks on this band who is coming from some new bands who is coming from heavy metal? What is your feeling right now after so many years in Vicious Rumors, so many years touring around the world? Because yeah, we know that business model, it's really difficult for a lot of bands without touring today. And what is your feeling, your eyes on this music part in 2025 after 2 years of Vicious Rumor?
You know, I'll tell you what, there is some incredibly talented young bands out there now playing, and I love when I see young talented bands that have this sort of old school influence, you know. And a couple of bands I could mention off the top are Labyrinth out of Texas, and a band called Void out of Louisiana. Just young, talented guys that are very good musicians, and they're sort of coming from this, you know, old school style, and it just makes me proud to see. You know, these talented young guys sort of following in our footsteps and the footsteps that we followed in, creating this music. So yeah, it's funny, like, you know, yeah, nowadays you're seeing like little kids on YouTube. They're like 9 years old and stuff, just shredding guitar. Unbelievable. You know, it's like, is this AI or something? I mean, they're so good at such a young age, and an incredible rise of unbelievable female artists, incredible, you know, female guitar players, also young, and just it's great to see people holding the classic heavy metal flag high.
Bah voilà, vous l'avez compris. Alors, je parlais un petit peu du business et des groupes qui arrivaient. Comme le dit Jeff, il a vu, et il y a plein de. Effectivement, il dit des fois, il y a des gamins de 9 ans qui shred sur YouTube. Il y a des nouveaux groupes qui arrivent, notamment Void, qui est un des groupes qu'il a vu pas très bien. Il y a aussi des femmes maintenant qui sont dans le heavy metal. Il est très content de voir que, bah, effectivement, il y a des groupes, des jeunes groupes qui arrivent et qui gardent l'esprit heavy metal, l'esprit des années 80 tel qu'on l'a pu le connaître. En tout cas, il est très content de tout ça. Les amis, c'est Geoff Thorpe, le guitariste de Vicious Rumors. The Devil Asylum est disponible depuis le 29 août. Jeff, before we ending, again, congratulations and thank you so much for your time this afternoon. Do you have some words for the French listener who is discover this afternoon Chalice, Denver Cooper, Vicious Rumors, The Devil Asylum? I think we have to kick some ass if someone in France discover just you right now.
Man, I'll tell you, I just want to thank all of your followers and all the fans there. I'll tell you what, we don't get to France enough, but we're certainly hoping to include it. And, you know, if it was up to us, we would play every country, like every time. But, you know, it is a business, and we just go where the tour takes us. But I just want I know that we have great fans in France, and we appreciate it so much, and we can't wait to see you guys on tour, and just keep going strong, everybody. Heavy metal rules, man. There's nothing like it.
Merci.